touch the mic. A sea of hands and faces moving like waves. Guitars rip through the air, shredding, bending, screaming. Drums hammering a heartbeat that shakes the floor. The bass grinding deep inside, vibrating through bones. I step forward, hair clinging to my face, sweat and adrenaline mixing my chest, heaving, and I scream, letting the first line cut through the noise. Voices joining mine, every shadow spark, every quarter strike, the lights strobing red and white. Shadows twisting and stretching, bodies moving, the smell of sweat, excitement, electricity filling the air. I spin, leap, kick the air, letting the guitar riff carry me. Drums snapping, cymbals crashing, echoing into the night. The melody rising and falling, waves of distortion and harmony collide in the crowd. Shouting, singing along, screaming my name, merging with the music. A living organism feeding back into me, pushing me higher, faster. The second verse hits, my voice climbs, bends, cracks, raw emotion spilling into every syllable. Guitars cutting sharp, bass rolling like thunder. Drums relentless, pounding in time with every heartbeat. The floor shaking beneath our feet. The lights flicker, reflections of neon glinting off sweaty faces. Every note a flame, every lyric a declaration. Spinning, twisting, diving into the chaos. The bridge comes, a sudden slowdown. Tension coiling, the crowd holding their breath. Anticipation building, I whisper a line, soft yet fierce, then explode back into the chorus. Guitars screaming, drums tearing, bass grinding, every instrumental wave of force. The audience moving, jumping, shouting, screaming in unison. Energy spiraling, spinning, impossible to contain. I close my eyes, feeling every vibration, every pulse, letting it carry me into another verse, another explosion, another climb. The lyrics a torrent, flowing fast, furious, unrelenting, weaving through stories of defiance, freedom, rage, and passion. Each line a battle cry, each note a spark igniting the crowd. Hands raised, fists pumping, voices colliding, echoing through the stadium. I scream, the melody bending, stretching, rising, crashing. Guitars bending like lightning, drums tearing through the air, bass rumbling like the air splitting. The final chorus hits, nothing holds back, voicings holds back. Screaming, jumping, the crowd a sea of movement, energy uncontainable, lights blinding, sweat dripping, hair flying, the music consuming a life unstoppable. My voice soaring, shredding, bleed emotion into the night, until every note fades into the roar. Every chord dissolves into fire in the audience. Still screaming, still alive, still moving. A living testament to chaos, passion, and sound. And I stand there, chest heaving, smiling, utterly consumed, yet completely alive. The music never ending, pulsing, echoing, racing. Racing, unstoppable. Fully, entirely, completely alive. The sun dips low, casting golden light across the city. I step under the rooftop, wind whipping through my hair. The guitar's humming my mind, steady bass thumping, drums tapping a heartbeat that matches my own. I lift my voice and let it fly into the evening sky. Iridescent shimmer, bouncing, glinting, rising over the driving beat. I race along the edge, heart pumping, pulse racing. The chorus hits bright, bold, unstoppable. I scream, shout, sing with every fiber of my being. The guitar slicing through the air, drums rolling, bass grounding the surge. The bridge slows briefly, tension coiling, anticipation building, then explodes into the final chorus. Louder, higher, wilder, the energy spilling over the rooftop alive, the city watching. I leap, spin my voice, soaring, the melody spiraling, every note carrying heat, passion, excitement, worlds beneath me. A canvas, the music painting streaks of light and color, hands raised, imaginary crowd cheering, energy colliding. I race, spin, shout, sing, the rhythm carrying me higher, the chorus erupting again and again, unstoppable, alive, fully immersed, letting every chord, every beat, every word push me forward, racing, spinning, leaping, shouting, singing, alive, completely, entirely, fully alive. The melody rapping, the city, the rhythm driving, the energy uncontained, soaring, unstoppable, burning, fully alive. Waking up to the city lights, the streets hum beneath my feet. I step out into the morning air, the world stretching wide before me. The sky painted in soft pastels that promise adventure. Guitars buzz in the background of my mind, a melody lifting me higher. I feel the pulse of the day racing through every vein, every step a heartbeat, every glance a spark of something new. Laughter echoes down alleys I pass, unnoticed yet comforting. The rhythm of life unfolding in subtle harmonies, voices of strangers blend into a chorus I never knew I needed. My chest swells with the rush of possibility. I sing along to the melody of wind and distant engines, letting the sound carry me forward, light brushing my skin, warmth pooling in my chest. The bass of life thumping in time with my own heartbeat, energy building, building until it bursts in a crescendo of movement and color, clouds shifting and parting to reveal sunlit streets. The music inside me weaving patterns only my soul can follow, feet moving faster, heart racing, a drumbeat of determination and joy, spilling into the open air, into the lives of people I pass. Each note a spark, each chord a push forward, the city alive, alive with me, the wind carrying whispers of stories untold. I reach a corner where the light breaks through glass and steel, reflections glinting, shifting, a symphony of sound and motion. I laugh at the sheer brilliance of the day, the electric tingle of optimism shooting down my spine. I raise my hands, spinning, dance in the streets, my stage, letting melodies coat the world in color. The sky bright above, the hum of life everywhere, voices, steps, engines, birds all blending into a song of motion, energy, life unstoppable and free. The rhythm driving me forward, every step a note, every glance a harmony, the city alive, and so am I, racing, laughing, singing, breathing, awake, an unstoppable feeling, every vibration letting every sound lift me high. every breath weaving a tapestry of endless possibility. I let the music carry me, never stopping, never fading. Fully awake, fully alive, chasing the light, the rhythm, the sound, the life, completely alive. Lights flash across the crowd as the beat hits hard. My voice slices through the roaring sea of sound. Guitar screaming like lightning, bass pounding like a heartbeat, drums snapping with fierce precision. I step forward and I feel the stage vibrating beneath my feet. Every vibration a rush of fire. The audience lifts their hands, shouting, singing, merging into the pulse of the night. Reflections of neon flicker off sweaty faces, 1,000 sparks igniting. Every note a surge of adrenaline. The wind outside carries distant sirens. Unnoticed, drowned by the explosion inside. I spin, hair flying, heart racing, each chord slicing the air, each drum beat echoing in my chest. The energy spiraling upward, unstoppable, unrelenting. I let the melody crash over me, over them, over everything. Every lyric a flame, every breath a spark. The guitar shred, the drums thunder, the bass rumbles deep. I sing with every fiber of my being, letting raw emotion pour through a cascade of sound, movement, sound, light thoughts folding into the rhythm. Excitement coiling in my chest. The city beyond the windows fading, irrelevant as the stage consumes all the crowd. Shouting my name, our voices colliding, blending, creating a tidal wave of sound. I twist and leap, the energy lifting me, carrying me through every line, every note. I reach for the sky, letting distortion, melody and heart merge. The song exploding into a frenzy of motion. The arena alive, vibrating, breathing, pulsing with every chord, every lyric, every beat, until we are nothing but sound and light alive. Screaming, dancing, racing with the night. The music unending, echoing through the city streets. Hearts pounding in sync, unstoppable, electric, alive, completely alive. Feeling every vibration, letting every chord, every rhythm, every scream carry us higher. Letting the music sweep through, lifting, burning, igniting, alive, fully alive, completely unstoppable. Sunlight spills across the streets, and I can feel it in my bones. My feet tapping, heart racing. The city alive with possibilities. I sing into the morning breeze, voice bouncing off buildings, carrying hope and energy. The guitar shimmer bright, the bass thump steady, drums snapping like fingers, counting down. The melody rising, lifting me higher. I weave through alleys, past cafes opening, smell of coffee drifting, laughter spilling from open windows. Every note a spark, every chord a push for the crowd in my mind cheering. Even if I walk alone, I feel connected, part of something bigger. The synth sparkles over the rhythm, bouncing, playful, catching glints of sunlight. I spin, jump, letting the sound carry me. My voice soaring over percussion, over bass, over strings. The city a canvas, I paint it with melody. Every lyric a brush stroke, capturing moments of freedom, joy, energy, spinning fast. playful slowdown. Tension rising, anticipation building, then burst into a final chorus. Brighter, louder, higher, lifting everything there. Melody spiraling into the sky, every note a beam of light. The drums pounding like footsteps running. The bass rolling steady, guitars dancing, glittering synth cutting for the audience. Imaginary or real, hands clapping, voices shouting. The energy contagious, unstoppable. I let myself get carried away, spinning, leaping, racing, singing, laughing, alive, entirely alive. Every beat, every chord, every word, carry me through the morning, carry me forward, unstoppable, motivated, fully alive. The city alive, the sound alive, and I am singing, moving, racing, soaring, completely, utterly, fully alive. The arena lights ignite, and I step into the roar. The guitar slicing through the air like lightning, drums pounding with relentless urgency, bass thudding in my chest, every fiber alive with sound. The crowd a sea of movement, voices rising, colliding with the pulsing music, reflections glinting off metal, shadows flickering across walls. I step forward, letting the chords hit me like waves. Thoughts folding, exploding, unfolding again, energy thrumming in every limb, hands reaching, voices screaming, I scream with them, letting raw emotion ride each note, tension and release, colliding in spirals of heat. The Guitars hum in the back of my mind, bass thumping, steady drums, snapping like the rhythm of my heartbeat. The wind lifts my hair, carrying whispers of possibilities. Every step a note, every glance a melody. I lift my voice into the morning air, roaring bright, slicing through the quiet. The melody rising and twisting, carry me, lifting me. I spin arms wide, letting the sound take me over. Rooftops and alleys catching echoes, reflections shimmering off windows, voices of strangers blending into an invisible chorus. The synths sparkle, bouncing over the driving beat. The bridge approaches, tension winding tight, anticipation coiling like a spring, then explode into the chorus. Louder, bolder, unstoppable energy spiraling outward. The city alive with sound and motion. I leap, spin, my voice climbing, soaring. Every word a spark, every chord a push forward. Drums rolling, bass grounding, guitar slicing the air. Layers of melody twisting and colliding. I run, feet pounding, heart racing, adrenaline surging, voices of the imagined crowd joining me, cheering, clapping, moving as one. The bridge slows, a heartbeat, a pause, a breath, tension stretching, anticipation mounting, then launches into the final chorus. Brighter, higher, wilder, unstoppable. Arms raised, voice soaring, melody wrapping around building streets. Every line, every note, every beat, building, spinning, colliding, crashing, energy surging. I shout, scream, sing. The chorus carrying me, carrying them, carrying the morning light. Racing faster, spinning higher. The rhythm uncontainable, alive, fully alive, letting every chord, every beat, every line push me forward, carrying me through streets, alleys, rooftops, the city, a canvas for melody and light. I dance, leap, shout, sing, spinning, racing, soaring, unstoppable, burning, electrified, alive, fully, entirely, completely alive. The music pulsing, echoing, driving, lifting, unstoppable, completely, fully alive. The city hums beneath my feet, streets glowing in golden afternoon light. I step forward, pulse racing, heart synchronized with the drums, guitar slicing, clean and bright, bass grounding the surge. I lift my voice into the open air, raw, bright, soaring, echoing through alleys and across rooftops. Each word a spark, each chord a push forward. I spin, leap, arms wide, letting rhythm carry me. The synth shimmer bouncing over the guitars, layer harmonies lifting me higher. The bridge arrives, tension coiling, anticipation building. The chorus explodes loud, bold, unstoppable. Radiating voices in my mind, merging into a sea of sound. I race along streets, rooftops, stairs, heartbeat a spark. Every chord a flame, the drums pounding, bass grinding, guitar slicing, synths glinting. The final chorus hits louder, faster, brighter, unstoppable. Arms raised, voice soaring, melody spiraling. The city moving with me, energy colliding, unstoppable, alive, fully alive. Racing, leaping, spinning, shouting, singing, the rhythm uncontainable, the music consuming everything, echoing, pulsing, carrying me higher. The melody of the streets, rooftops, hearts, every beat pushing forward. I spin, leap, sing, shout, every line, every note, every chord carrying me onward. Adrenaline surging, excitement spiraling, energy overflowing. The audience imaginary or real, cheering, the song racing, climbing, crashing, unstoppable. Fully alive, completely alive, entirely alive. Burning, electrified, soaring, pulsing, unstoppable. The crowd roars as the lights flare bright. Every chord slicing the air like sparks, drums hammering relentlessly, bass pulsing through the floor. My voice cuts over the storm of sound, raw and defiant, reflections bouncing off walls, shadows flickering wildly. 1,000 hands reach up, voices colliding, blending into a living wave of energy. I step forward and let the guitars tear through each note, a jagged arrow, cymbals crashing like lightning. Tension rising, folding, crashing again. The scent of sweat, anticipation, and rain mingling in the air. Streetlights outside flicker faintly, unnoticed, yet mirrored in neon. Laughter and shouts ripple through the venue. Thoughts here unfold and fold again. Energy spiraling, bursting, every beat threading into my chest. The pulse of life surging through my veins. Each vibration a spark, each flicker of light a drumbeat. Adrenaline and passion coiling and releasing. The storm of music, a living entity, pushing, pulling, moving, pulling, and fully awake, fully burning, fully alive, fully alive. The stage becomes a vortex, the city outside a blur. Hands reaching, voices screaming, every note slicing, crashing, filling the air with unrelenting energy. The guitars howl, drums pound, bass rumbles, my voice mides the chaos, echoing, soaring, alive, unstoppable. Every breath, every glance, every flicker of movement, threading painting streets and rooftops in gold and pink. I stand at the edge, heart racing, guitars humming, drums ready to explode, bass rolling deep through the ground beneath me. I lift my voice into the morning air, raw, bright, soaring, carrying the melody far and wide. Every note a spark, every chord a surge, the city a canvas, the streets alive with energy. I leap, spin, arms wide, letting rhythm consume me. Echoes of voices joining mine. Imagine cheers, laughter, claps, blending into the drive of the song. The bridge stretches, tension tightening, anticipation coiled like lightning. Then the chorus bursts, loud, bold, unstoppable, energy spiraling, my voice bending, soaring, cracking with emotion, dings on shredding drums, pounding bass, grinding turns, sparkling melody, claiming higher and higher. I run across rooftops, alleyways, heart racing, adrenaline flowing, the city blurring around me, the chorus erupting again, brighter, wilder, soaring, unstoppable, hands raised, voices shouting, my voice merging with them, every line, every note a beacon, the melody wrapping streets, buildings, hearts, energy colliding, unstoppable, alive, fully alive. I spend, leap, sing, shout, melody rising, cascading, exploding, final chorus hits, louder, higher, wire, unstoppable rhythm pulsing, crowd imaginary, all real, voices merging, energy spiraling, complete alive, entirely alive, burning, electrified, soaring, pulsing, unstoppable song, unending, echoing, carrying me higher, alive, fully alive, completely, entirely alive. The lights cut through smoke as I step onto the stage, heart hammering, guitar screaming into the night, drum slamming with relentless force, the crowd a roaring, wall waving, screaming, alive. I take a breath and let my voice erupt, piercing through the chaos, high and raw, every syllable a spark, every note a strike, bass grinding deep in the chest, shaking bones, amplify adrenaline, sweat dripping down my face, hair sticking, spinning, jumping, the energy coiling around me, guitars bending, drums tearing through, the melody surging like lightning, the audience moving in waves, fist raised, voices colliding, echoing, merging into the music. like fire igniting the night. I let myself get lost in the chaos, spinning, jumping, screaming. The crowd feed me, I feed them. The music consuming all, nothing else exists. The final notes crashing, fading, echoes lingering. The audience still roaring, hands waving, voices shouting, hearts racing, sweat dripping, the adrenaline still coursing. I stand, just heaving, the stage vibrating, utterly exhausted, utterly alive. The music never ending, pulsing, echoing, carrying us fully, completely, entirely alive. Burning, screaming, racing, unstoppable. The lights explode before my eyes. The air thick with heat and sound. Distortion spilling from every amplifier like molten glass. I can taste the electricity. Feel the pulse of the crowd. Trembling through the floor, my voice rises through the chaos, fierce, unapologetic, raw. The bursting outward, letting nothing hold me back. Letting the love energy carry me, screaming, moving, burning. Alive, completely alive. Each flicker of light, each vibration. Each echo threading into a raw, unrelenting, electrifying current that propels me forward. The stage, the crowd, the night itself, vibrating with intensity, letting passion, chaos, and fire surge through every nerve. Alive, unstoppable, unbroken, untamed. The lights hit the stage and the city hums beneath my feet. A pulse of distorted guitars tearing through the air. Drums slam with relentless rhythm. My heart beats in sync with every kick. Cymbals crashing like lightning above. The scent of sweat and anticipation floats faintly. Voices from the crowd, distant but rising. Electric energy threading through the space around me. I step forward, letting each sound strike deep. Every chord vibrating in my chest. Reflections of neon glint across wet asphalt, shadows slicing between street lights. A cat darts across a fence unnoticed, yet part of the chaos I inhale, sharply letting tension and release collide. Thoughts crash like waves, ideas spike and fold. A laugh cut sharply, echoing off walls. I move with the rhythm, letting drums and bass drive. Every step, the hum of life, the roar of metal strings, merging with my pulse, energy rising, surging, spilling outward. Every footfall, every heartbeat, every fleeting glance, threading into a raw live force. I feel alive. Life rush, fully awake, fully burning, fully present, letting the roar of guitar moving around me. City lights flashing in bursts, long glinting off rain slick streets. I step forward and the guitar scream, every note a jagged shard cutting through the air. Drums hammering like thunder, bass rattling my chest. My voice rises over the chaos, raw, defiant, catching on edges of sound. Footsteps echo along alleyways, shadows twisting, moving with rhythm. A cat darts past unnoticed, yet alive. Distant voices swell like tides, the pulse of the crowd beneath me. I feel it vibrating through my bones, every chord striking deep, thoughts folding, exploding, reforming, energy coiling inside, anticipation and release. Colliding reflections in windows flicker like strobe lights. Laughter and shouts slicing the air. I scream into the night, letting distortion and fire carry me. The street becomes stage, the city my audience. Every breath a drum beat, every heartbeat a cymbal crash. Hands reach, eyes wide, the world vibrating alive with sound, motion, electricity. My pulse racing, unrelenting, unstoppable tension and release, threading through every nerve, every flick of wrist, every step the storm of music surrounding me, amplifying, pushing, pulling, letting adrenaline surge, letting chaos and passion intertwine, fully awake, fully alive, fully burning, every note a spark, every beat a surge, letting the night carry me into motion, the city throbbing in time. With guitar riffs and crashing drums, I feel the raw edge of energy, fierce and alive. Every flicker of a light, every shout, every vibration, a part of the storm, letting it move through me, letting it carry me forward, screaming, moving, burning alive. Nightfall, city lights flickering like distant stars. I step onto the empty stage, heart pounding, guitars humming under my fingers, drums ready to explode, bass rolling deep, the wind carrying the tension of anticipation. I lift my voice raw, soaring, slicing through shadows, every note a pulse, every chord a spark, the melody twisting, climbing, carrying me higher, the crowd imaginary but electric in my mind, voices sustaining a heartbeat before release. Then the chorus erupts, loud, bold, unstoppable energy spiraling, adrenaline coiling, my voice bending, soaring, cracking with emotion, guitars shredding, drums tearing, bass grinding, the melody racing, cascading, exploding. I run across the stage, the city outside, a blur of lights and motion, imaginary crowd moving as one. With me, hands raised, voices shouting. I scream, leap, spin, letting every chord, every beat, every line carry me forward. Adrenaline pumping, energy spiraling. The final chorus hits brighter, louder, wilder, unstoppable melody wrapping streets, rooftops, hearts, every note a flame, every line a declaration. Racing, spinning, shouting, singing alive, fully alive, completely alive, entirely alive. Burning The stage ignites beneath the lights. Every amplifier screaming, every guitar string set ablaze with electricity. The drum beats pound through my chest, a thunderstorm in motion. My voice slices through the air, raw and jagged, reaching over the hum of anticipation and the roar of the crowd. Reflections of neon flicker across sweaty faces. Shadows dance wildly across walls. 1,000 hands raised, voices merging into a single wave of sound. I step forward and let distortion crash over me. The bass rattle in my bones, drums snapping like fire. Tension and release, threading through every nerve, every glance, every step. The city outside, silent in comparison, yet alive in echoes. Streetlights glinting on wet asphalt, the smell of rain lingering faintly. A cat darts across the fence unnoticed, yet part of the chaos. Laughter and shouts from the crowd collide with cymbals and guitar riffs. Energy spiraling upward, spiraling outward. Thoughts folding and exploding, ideas erupting, folding into new patterns. I feel the pulse and music beneath my feet. Every vibration, every flicker of light threading into my chest. Adrenaline and passion surging like molten fire. The roar of the crowd echoing, amplifying, pushing me further. Every chord slicing me out like lightning. Every drum beat a strike of fate. Fully alive, fully awake, fully burning. I let the music carry me forward, letting chaos, movement, sound and light collide inside me. Hands reach, voices scream. The city, a blurred backdrop, the stage alive. Every flicker of neon and reflection, a note in the symphony. Energy unrelenting, unstoppable, moving through me and beyond. Each breath a drum beat, every glance a chord. Tension and release, intertwining into a roar. Living pulse, every heartbeat sinking with the roar of guitars and the crash of drums. Letting nothing hold me back, letting the storm of me back sweep me forward, screaming, moving, burning alive. The streets ignite beneath my feet as I run, heart racing, pulse matching the pounding drums, guitars slicing through the air, bass rumbling deep, my voice soaring over it all, echoing off buildings, windows reflecting sparks of sunlight. I leap, spin, arms wide, letting melody carry me, the rhythm unstoppable, the city alive, every corner filled with possibility, voices joining mine in invisible harmony, laughter, shouts, footsteps blending into the beat, the chorus hits bright, bold, unstoppable. I scream, shout, sing, every line a flame, every note a surge of energy, the synths sparkle, bouncing, layering over guitars, drums pounding, the bridge arrives, tension winding tight, anticipation coiling, then explodes into the final chorus, louder, higher, wilder, the streets vibrating, the rhythm contagious, feet tapping, hands clapping, the city moving as one with the melody. I spin, twist, leap, letting every chord, every beat, every lyric carry me forward, adrenaline surging, excitement spiraling, voices merging, energy spiraling, unstoppable, alive, fully alive. I race along rooftops, alley stairs, heart bursting, arms flung wide, the melody wrapping around everything, echoing, pulsing, driving, climbing, crashing, unstoppable, screaming, shouting, singing. The chorus repeating, building, spiraling, glowing, my voice cutting, bending, soaring, every note a spark, every line a